It's 5:47, week number 7. I'm here overlooking one of the quads here at Concordia University, Irvine. Or maybe not. Can you tell by the poorly cropped hair of Zoom? I thought it would be fun. Also, there's a pile of laundry behind me, recording from not Hillbrook School. Um, it's week 7. Should we jump in? Yes, we shall. So, this week, you do not have um, an assignment due. You have 2 discussion board posts. One of them actually goes back a week, posting a link sharing out your arts and movement project. So please give a link to that. That way we can see each other's. It's the kind of thing like imagine if we were in person and synchronous, like meeting in, what do they call them, classrooms? That was so funny in my head. And I said it, and I was just like, everybody's watching this, just shaking their head, just like my 10-year-old. Just like, nope, that was not good. So that's all discussion board. Post 2 is discussion board number 1. Connects in with your habits of mind that we were talking about in week 6. You're going to select one of them, talk about how it's important in the curriculum, and share one way you could incorporate into your own teaching. Should be pretty straightforward. The rest of it's called a week. The rest of week number 7, there's a handful of videos and articles. A couple quick thoughts about those. So you're going to see that play is a big part of it. I feel like my voice just cracked a tiny bit, as though like working full time during a pandemic wasn't enough. Yay for that. The decline of play, the importance of play. So I wanted to share out Global School Play Day. If you've already read the weekly announcement, you'll see a link to it. A couple friends started this 5 years ago now. The idea is it's actually the top of this month, so we were off by just a few weeks. But for sure, like add it to your radar. Support this organization. And by organization I mean like self-organizing things. There's not like a nonprofit with a board or like any employees. It's just a handful of amazing humans that said, you know what, like play is important, and we're not really doing it in schools. Let's do it. And so, I heard about it right when they were first starting to come up with it. Scott Bedley is a good friend that actually teaches 5th grade in Irvine. And he was like, we're going to do this thing. So I had him on my podcast when we started, I think 2015. So my goodness, no, year 7? Might have been. I mean, 2015 plus 7 would be this year. It feels like it's not that old. But he's like, where's to have kids play? Just unstructured play. Because even, when I was teaching 2nd grade, I would have kids play, but it was always structured by me, facilitated by me, policed by me. And that's not what this is. It's just unstructured device-free play for kids. And the interesting thing about this, that as a teacher, you might be thinking, oh, that's great, but I could never pull that off because I have the curriculum. It reminds me of a tweet I saw this last week. Somebody took a picture of somebody presenting a conference that said, my students are the curriculum. I think I'm going to get that tattooed on my forearm. It's like, that's pretty cool. I'm way too much of a wuss to get anything tattooed, but that would be, I don't know, top 10 things I might get tattooed on my forearm, knowing that I would never get anything tattooed on my forearm. But yeah, so yes, like on the one hand, we actually do need to teach the curriculum that we're instructed to, and our students are our curriculum. I think both can be true, and the tension is, the art of teaching, I think. And so what's great about it is that actually all of these, I so hesitate to call them softer skills, like the non-academic skills that we as elementary teachers need to actually assess and write narratives around, working together, around taking initiative. All of these things actually happen during unstructured play. And so Scott, 5th grade teacher friend, has shared with me that again and again and again, that day not only is like the kid's favorite day because it's unstructured play for an entire school day, but it's also his day that's full of most like the greatest volume of anecdotal notes, of formative assessment, all of these skills and like knowing who our students are and where they're at, like all of that happens on this day, which is pretty cool, right? I think it is. The last thing also, just a plug for the Spring Q conference. It's coming up in 3 weeks. That's soon. It's very soon. If you're going to be there in person, amazing. I'm planning on being there. I'm presenting. I'm helping run Q Live. I have a hotel booked, so I'm planning on being there. Hopefully, case count numbers will make it safe enough that I'm comfortable to go. So there's that part of it. If you were going, it'd be fun to like wave at each other from a few feet away. Let me know. Shoot me an email, tweet at me. Like, I'm going to be in Palm Springs also at the Spring Q conference. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. If you're not going to go, because either you can't get the time off, it's expensive, you're not comfortable being around 3,000 people, all those are great reasons to not go to it. But what you can do is give Q a follow on some social media, wherever you happen to be. They are most active on Twitter and on Facebook. And what we are going to be doing is Q Live. The communications committee is putting on a handful of interviews, and so some will be in person, some will be pre-recorded and maybe feel like they're happening in real time. It's kind of the spirit of it. This is called Q Live, but lots of interviews, lots of conversations. So even if you don't go to any sessions, even if you're not even in Palm Springs, it's a great way to find some educators to follow, to get connected with. These are all people that are happy to chat, like obviously if they're on the show. And so I would encourage you, if you're watching some of those interviews, to reach out to them, give them some feedback on their interview, on the session they're doing, if they're presenting in Palm Springs at Spring Q, what they're doing at their schools, with their students, with their teachers, whatever it may be, like reach out to them, because these tend to be pretty personable people. So that is my encouragement for you. It's going to be happening. I need to figure out like the timing after this class. Well, yeah, because we're not going that long, and I just got logged out of Blackboard. It'll be happening after our time together in 547. So add it to your calendar. It's going to be good stuff. And if you forget it, if you can spell Q, C-U-E, just type in Spring Q. Let me double check the dates for you. Waiting for the web page to open. There it is. March 17th, 18th, and 19th, which I think, is that a Thursday? Why is calendar.google.com not autofilling? 17th, 18th, and 19th. It is no, don't make me set those hours. 17th, 18th, and 19th is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I feel like we had such good momentum until I started opening up new tabs. That's why I have like 8 tabs open, and I'll close them as I go through the video. This time I was improvising. That was a mistake. That was not a mistake, but it wasn't nearly as fast as it could have been. So check out Spring Q. Check out Global School Playday. Let me know if you're going to Spring Q. And last thing, please, please, please continue working on your brain compatible unit. It is due at the end of week 8. And as a reminder, week 8 ends on a Friday. And then my grades are due that Sunday. So if there's ever a graduate level course where you turn in late work, which you can't really do, this is not the time because grades are due 48 hours later. And with there's a lot of you in this course, so for sure need stuff turned in right away. It takes most of the weekend to get through that. And it's a big project. So hopefully you've been making good progress on it. If not, if you are a procrastinator and you have hit week 7 and have not made enough progress, this is your alert, your red flag to get on it. You officially have hit procrastination panic mode. I will often wait for that mode, by the way, so there's no judgment there. But you're now there. This is the time to panic if you've done nothing. So with that, I'm sure everybody has done a great job and is completely caught up from week 1, except for not really at all. Hang in there, reach out, let me know if you have any questions. Be safe and happy week 7, everybody.